UBI stands for Universal Basic Income.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's paying people a little bit of money each month so that they're a lot less stressed out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know how we got the COVID check? That would be on a monthly basis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every adult would get about $1,000 and every child $500 up to 2 children.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, it would revolutionize the entire way we do life.
Yeah.
You know, then let's see, there are so many people that would become businessmen if they didn't have to stress out so much about money. There's so many inventors that would invent new things and they don't have to stress out about money. There's so many single mothers that can take care of their kids so much better if they weren't so stressed out about money.
Yeah, well, thanks for telling us what that
Okay,
means.
have a good day.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Support UBI. You have money coming in until you get a new job.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
And it would prevent suicide because people would be way less stressed out about money.
Yeah,
A lot of people
they get
are
stressed out.
oh, there's so many, like, not just suicide, gang violence,
Yeah. Crime.
abortion.
Yeah,
Plenty of
everything.
people would abort their babies if they have money coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes a
UBI
lot
would
of
change
sense.
everything.
Would change everything.
It would change everything.
Great.
Yeah. I believe that it would do more to prevent suicide than anything else. Also, it would do more to prevent drug abuse than anything else. See, when people are stressed out about money, they cope. And they use all sorts of really bad coping mechanisms when they're stressed out about money. So if we can solve them being stressed out about money, now you're gonna have more inventors will invent, more musicians will write music, more Olympians will focus on their craft. How many Olympians are working 2 jobs just to be able to practice their sport? It's only the top Olympians that really make you money. Yeah, there's a ton of other things you'd be able to be good for. What about a woman who just found out she's pregnant and has no income and no spouse? UBI would save the child's life in that case, and it would give her a future. You know, and just single mothers in general would benefit from UBI. They wouldn't have to be so reliant on their husbands. They can have money coming in no matter whether their husband turns out to be a little bit of a bum or not. You know, so that can help with marriage. I know there's so many things. Regardless of how much money they make, it's a flat payment each month to live on. And you can keep working your job, or if you want to stay home with your kids, you can.
This kind of stuff.
It would help. It would help lower abortion rates. Because how many single mothers that have a baby, that are about to have a baby, or just found out they're pregnant, are stressed out? How can I provide for her or him? Yeah, UBI would give them the opportunity to see, you know, to be safe. You know, the proposal is $1,000 per adult and $500 per child, but we cap it at 2 children.
Oh wow, okay.
So for a family of 4, that'd be $3,000 a month.
That'd be awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You know, a lot of people could live off that, but you're not going to get rich off that.
Right.
You know, there's so many people would become inventors, would become businessmen, would
I want to be a writer.
go back to college, would write books.
Yeah.
Let's see, so many people would quit a job that's not working for them.
Yeah.
Because you get a little bit of money coming in,
Because
you have more
be afraid
time.
to.
Yeah. UBI acts like a union. So basically, if a job sucks, you could gather a group of people together at your job and say, guys, let's quit together. Until let's say we're gonna quit unless they change.
Yeah.
It would act like a union. It would be powerful. So shitty jobs would fall apart, whereas good jobs, people would be like, hey, that's got a really good environment, and people would flock to those kind of jobs. So UBI would change a lot of things. And about suicide prevention, I think a lot of people commit suicide because they're frustrated and they're scared and they're trying to find a way out. Well, if we provided them with a floor to stand on, they wouldn't need to stress so much.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It wouldn't prevent all the ills in the world, but it would definitely help with a lot of them.
Yeah.
I think UBI would do more to help fix the mental health of this country than anything else. Anything else. The drug epidemic, I think UBI would do more to fix the drug epidemic than anything else. A lot of people are using drugs as a crutch. UBI would take a lot of stress off them, and so therefore they wouldn't need to run away constantly to drugs. Alcohol abuse. So many people would drink less alcohol if they were less stressed.
Yeah, because a lot of people do drugs because they don't feel good about themselves.
They're unhappy. They're dealing with depression. They're dealing with anxiety. They're dealing with homelessness. They're dealing,
Yeah.
you know, UBI would really help.
I think it's more than worth it.
Yeah, man, I used to not even smoke too much weed when I went home. For real, when you sit out here all day, like nothing to do, you know, and it's like a 10 to 1 to try to, like a joint, smoke. But we ain't on crack or nothing. Not yet.
Say I'm not a drug addict.
Well, I mean, most of the homeless people aren't. Being homeless tends to bring you to that point.
That's what he was saying.
You know, it's true, man.
No, UBI would do a lot to prevent homelessness.
And when you only have a little bit of money, you're like, well, might as well spend it. It's not enough to do anything, so I can't afford my rent or whatever. So.
Yeah. No, UBI wouldn't cover it in every area, but it would cover it in most areas.
Yeah.
You know, so what would happen is you'd see a lot of people moving to like the Midwest or to different states that are cheaper, which is okay because you would build up it would build the infrastructure in those places. It would bring in new revenue. You know, you could resurrect small towns with UBI,
Right.
and UBI I think would do a lot to to help people get into housing. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to thank you so much for listening about UBI.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much.
What is universal-based income?
Okay, I remember Andrew Yang was promoting that, right? Is he still running?
I don't think so.
But yeah, you know, so it's just like everyone just automatically gets like $800 a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Just
I think
for
1,000.
existing, like just for
Yeah.
1,000, just for existing.
Yeah.
It's money everyone deserves. I mean,
It's like our country should be great
because we have enough.
existence.
We have so much surplus.
Yeah.
We have enough money.
You know, I think eventually the whole world would do UBI.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll evolve this.
I don't believe in coercion. If you're having
Yeah.
to force people to work, maybe there's something wrong.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you have to be stuck somewhere you don't like in order to survive.
Have you ever heard of the ceiling?
Ceiling?
Well, it's like there's a glass ceiling for like women or something. Have you ever heard someone say that?
Yeah.
Well, there's another term that's similar. We need a floor.
Floor.
Rather than having a ceiling, we need a floor.
You should have a ceiling and a floor.
Well, we don't really need a ceiling because that means we can't go above it.
Yeah.
But the floor means we can't go below it. So basically,
Yeah.
it changes the poverty level. It gives everyone a floor to stand on, so there's no extreme poverty anymore.
Yeah.
Because who wants extreme poverty?
Nobody wants it.
No one should want that. Like, no one should be starving to death in the richest country on the
I mean,
planet.
I'm homeless right now, homeless-ish. I'm sitting in a van, my friend's van.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit. I mean, there's so many empty spaces available. For people to
Exactly.
live. There's like 25 times more.
UBI would basically eradicate
than
homelessness.
there are homeless people. So
Yeah.
we're not just giving. Actually, I mean, it's like everybody should get it. Like, not just if you're homeless, like just every individual.
Yeah, give it to everybody and then
Every
tax the rich to pay
individual
for it. That's how you do it.
Yeah, tax the rich. But
You
it's
give
like
it to everybody.
The rich also get it.
But they get it, but they pay more taxes. So in the end, it's a wash.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tax it.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Baba.
Well, you want to so that it covers their basic needs. Because the problem that so many people are facing is due to their personalities or their disabilities, they can't work a full-time job. And some of them can't even qualify for disability because, to be honest, it takes a lot to qualify for disability. You got to be able to answer the phone and explain all your problems and how to go to a doctor and all this other stuff. So so many people are getting lost in the cracks.
Yes,
UBI would take care of everyone. Imagine how much difference it would make to a single mother.
absolutely. Now they have.
She would finally be able to take care of her kids without stressing about money so much.
Yeah, I think that it's already been in operation in certain countries.
They piloted the program in different countries, and even in the United States a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's not there yet. We need to make it happen.
Yeah.
I believe that suicide can be almost eradicated due to UBI because so many people they're stressed. They are so stressed out, and UBI would just give them that a huge relief.
How do we help make it happen?
What?
Yeah, how can we
How do
help
we help make it happen? How does-
Well, we need more people to join the movement and start, holding up signs. Eventually, we get to the point where I start shutting down freeways for a time, holding up signs, getting in the way, getting the newspaper to follow us and to start reporting what we're doing. I'm creating a YouTube channel, and my goal right now is to get to the point where I can fund it myself personally, and then eventually the government can take it over. And it's going to take a lot of work, but someone's got to do it.
Good for you. Change happens when you're young up. It doesn't
I mean, the reality is that if you want to change this world, you have to do it yourself. You can't let anybody else do it for you, because if you're not willing to do it, how can you expect anyone else to be willing to do it?
Be the change.
Yeah.
Be the change you wish to see in the world.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about. I want to pick up the mantle of Martin Luther King Jr. He was pro UBI.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could read articles about it. He was pro UBI. He said it would do more to get rid of racial inequality than anything else. I mean, I really believe that a lot of, let's say African American or black people are feeling frustrated with the way society is and it's treating them. Like, their parents didn't have a lot of money, and their opportunities are diminished. And so they're feeling frustrated. I think that leads to gang violence and gang activity and drug abuse. So it's not just suicide prevention. It's almost all the ails that we're seeing in our society could be greatly changed, eradicated by UBI. And it's not perfect. UBI is not going to solve all the problems, but I think it's going to go a long ways.
Yeah, no, they've already, I've read articles, the New York Times has had articles on people who are single mothers and how it makes a significant difference. Because
Most people use UBI for groceries and
Yes.
to make ends meet. They don't use it on drugs.
right, gas to get to work.
Yeah, they don't. And in fact, it only has a small amount of effect on the labor, on work. Most people maintain their employment.
Yes.
Because employment's not about just money. Employment's about serving the world and helping out. It gives you something to do. It's a social construct too. So rather than people being afraid, well, no one's going to want to work. First of all, I don't think work should be coercion. You shouldn't be forced to work. Work should come from a place in your heart of caring about your society and wanting to help out. If the only reason you're working is because you're going to starve to death otherwise, that's kind of sad. So this would provide people with the chance to not starve to death. It would pretty much eradicate homelessness. It would we'd also we'd get rid of disability. We'd get rid of Social Security. We'd get rid of child support probably, because reality is this would take care of the women and they wouldn't need child support. Let's see, what else? It would, how about someone who is in a job that's kind of a dead end job and it's kind of toxic, but they can't quit because they only have 2 weeks of money.
Living paycheck to paycheck.
Living paycheck to paycheck. UBI would give them that flexibility.
To find something better.
Yeah, they could actually take their time to find a job that's really meaningful to them. What about a starving college student trying to work 2 jobs and go to college at the same time? Yeah, that's difficult. And the problem is some people succeed in that, but so many people quit college because they can't make it. They can't focus on their schooling, and some has to go, and they just quit college and go back to their whatever job they're doing. UBI would empower a college student. It really would.
Well, good for you that you are getting out there and people will change. We need people.
I really appreciate you ladies listening. I hope you join the movement and do what you can. Our YouTube channel, we need business cards.
All right.
Let's write that down. We need cards to hand out to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're called the Bearded Nomads, and my name is Tony Slater, and this is Kyle.
Well, nice to meet you.
Well, good
Thank you,
luck.
ladies, very much.
You too.
Basically, get people where they're willing to, to contribute to the cause. And in the beginning, it's going to have to be through taxes. We're going to have to tax the rich more so we can pay for UBI for everybody.
We have the money.
We have the money.
not the problem.
$3 trillion. I think the net worth of this country, I don't know. It's probably over a quadrillion. It's probably more than it's probably a quadrillion or something. I think the annual income is like 50 trillion or something. So I'll look it up again. But I know we can afford it. We just have to get people to stand up and say, you know what? Enough.
Yeah, I mean, half our money goes to the military.
Yeah.
They don't need all that.
No, we wouldn't even need our military near as strong if we actually created a country that benefited everyone. I think because our country is still kind of toxic, I think we create terrorism. We're always wrecking other countries and then wondering why they're fighting against us.
Yeah.
It's just messed up.
It is messed up. That could happen locally. That's how it could start.
Yeah.
I wish. Yeah, we'll see where it goes, I guess.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll see you guys around. It's a big
All right.
improvement in the future.
All right, take care.